Alright, so hello and good day. So for today, we are going to discuss the accounting for the petty cash fund. Alright, so our objectives for this lesson, of course, number one, we are able to identify and determine a petty cash fund. So bakit ba may petty cash? Why do we have to establish a petty cash fund? Okay, so the second one, we are to differentiate the accounting for the petty cash fund. So ang accounting for petty cash fund, meron po tayong dalawang klase. Okay, so we have the impress system and the fluctuating system. And of course, the last one, we are to analyze the petty cash, short or over. Alright, ayan. So, sino po ba si petty cash fund? So, petty cash fund is a cash set aside for a specific purpose. So, bakit ba nagkakaroon ng petty cash fund? Okay, so petty cash fund is actually part of the internal control over cash. Okay, so under audit, we say na an entity should not hold their cash in their own premises. Okay, na kumbaga, one entity should not hold their cash on hand. No, all cash should be deposited intact as part of their internal control over cash. Okay, and of course, since that they are all going to deposit the cash, so they need a small amount, okay, for their small disbursements, and that's where petty cash comes in. Okay, so they establish petty cash for their small amount of disbursement. So let's say, for example, kailangan ng company for transportation expense. Okay, so alangan namang mag-withdraw pa sila sa bangko o kaya naman mag-issue pa ng cheque just for the transportation expense. Okay, so for that matter, they had created a petty cash fund. So again, petty cash is part of the internal control over cash. So it is used for the disbursement of small amounts. Okay. So we have two accounting procedures for a petty cash fund. Okay, so the first one is the impress system. So impress system is the most common in the corporate, wherein the petty cash fund is maintained at a certain amount. Okay, so na wherein the impress system po natin, it maintains an amount na hindi po nagagalaw or nababago. Sa corporate, siya yung usual na ginagamit kasi under impress system, mas madali po nating makita or ma-determine kung meron po tayong short or over on the petty cash balance. Okay, whereas the fluctuating system, ito po yung petty cash system po natin, wherein the transactions, the petty cash balance actually changes, okay, as the transaction occurs. So, ibig sabihin, kapag nabawasan yung petty cash, we immediately record that on the journals po natin. O kaya nadagdagan yung petty cash, so we record that on our journal, affecting the balances of the petty cash balance. Alright? So, between the two, ang usual pong ginagamit sa corporate is of course the impress system. Kasi nga po, mas maganda yung control that it facilitates. Okay? Ayan. So, here we are going to have an example of the transactions ng isang petty cash and determine the differences. Okay, nung dalawa pong accounting system natin. Okay. So, for the first transaction, here we have the establishment of the petty cash fund. So, let's say on November 20, the company established an impress petty cash fund amounting to 5,000 and issued a check payable to the petty cash custodian. Okay? So, basically, when we establish a petty cash, kukuha tayo ng cheque kukuha tayo ng cash dun sa cash in bank natin. Okay? Siyempre, nandun yung cash natin, dineposito natin lahat. So, mag-withdraw tayo. Okay? Or, pwede naman po na mag-issue po ng cheque against our checking account. So, yung cheque po natin, ang payee niya will be the petty cash custodian, since si petty cash custodian yung mag-withdraw sa bangko. Okay, nung atin pong cash. So that meron na siyang pang petty cash. Yan. So the journal entry for the establishment of the petty cash fund includes under impress system, debits to petty cash fund, credit cash in bank. Okay? So under fluctuating system, it is the same. Yan, parehas lang po yan. So yan po yung ating pro forma entry for the establishment of the petty cash. Okay. So let's say, for example, on November 20 to December 15, the petty cash custodian paid the following petty cash fund. All are supported by the vouchers. All right? So we have the transportation, the representation, then the freight in, and the computer repair. Okay. So ano po ang mangyayari? Ano po ang entries natin no, under the two methods? Ayan. So as we can see under the impress system, no entry. Okay? So bakit no entry? Samantalang nabawasan tayo ng cash sa petty cash fund. Diba? Pinambayad natin. Alright? So ano yung concept? Ano yung reason? Bakit walang entry kay impress system? Okay, so ito po yung reason po niya, no? Kung ikaw ay may petty cash fund na let's say for example ay 5,000, okay? So ano po yung system natin? So bago ka makakuha ng pera sa petty cash fund, kailangan mo ng petty cash voucher. Okay? So kumbaga, let's say yung transportation na 1,500, mababawasan yung petty cash box natin ng 1,500 palabas. Okay? So kapalit ng 1,500, papalitan mo siya ng voucher worth 1,500. Yun yung petty cash voucher. So in turn, yung value ng box natin, it is still 5,000. Kasi yung cash na lumabas, napalitan ng voucher for the same amount. Alright? So, kaya po, under impress system, the value of the petty cash is still the same. So, that is still 5,000. Kasi yung pera na lumabas sa petty cash, napalitan ng voucher. And then, ano po ang mangyayari doon? Ang mangyayari po doon, after that, no, ililiquidate yon. Babalik na yun si empleyado. Ibibigay yung resibo plus yung sukle. And then, ika-cancel mo yung petty cash voucher. Alright? So again, yung amount ng box mo, the same pa rin. Yun nga lang, napalitan siya ng OR or nung receivable o resibo. Okay? So may entry ba kay impress system? Still, wala siyang entry. Alright? Kasi the same value pa rin yung nandoon sa loob ng box. Alright? Ay paano kay fluctuating system? Ayan. Sa kanya po ay hindi. So as the transaction occurs, i-record niya po yung decrease on the petty cash fund. So since nabawasan yung cash, so magre-record siya ng credits to petty cash fund of 4,920. Okay, so as we can see, ang balance na lang ng petty cash fund under fluctuating system ay 80 na lang. Okay, so that's their differences. Alright, so ano po yung mangyayari kapag tayo po ay nag-replenish? Ayan, so let us have the journal entry for the replenishment of the petty cash fund. Okay, so on December 16, the petty cash custodian submitted the above paid petty cash voucher to request for replenishment of the fund. So a check amounting to 4,920, that is equals to the amounts disbursed, was issued to the petty cash custodian. Okay, so let's have the entries. So under the impress system, no, this is the time that we are going to record the expenses. Alright? So ito na yung time natin. So remember, under impress system, the expenses out of the petty cash are recorded during the replenishment of the checks or the petty cash fund. Okay, so we debit the expenses and then credit cash in bank. Alright? Under fluctuating system, we simply record the petty cash fund and then credit cash in bank. Okay? Yeah. Let's have another one. So from December 16 to 31, the petty cash custodian paid the following expenses ulit. So nagbayad ulit siya ng expenses, no? So again, ang entries natin under impress system, no entry. Under fluctuating system, we record the expenses. Okay, so the same as we have done on the first entries. Ayan. On December 31, of course, audit season. Alright, so we need to have a cash count of the petty cash. So based on the cash count, we reveal the following. So we have bills and coins, 3,260. And then we have the vouchers, yung kanina. Okay? Now, which is under impress system, bibilangin mo siya ng lahat. Lahat yan, kasama voucher. Kasi yan yung laman ng box. So, ibig sabihin nito, no, ang petty cash balance natin is still 5,000. Pero under fluctuating, hindi naman nabibilangin yung voucher, ang bibilangin mo lang yung bills and points. So, that's 3,260. So, if the fund was not replenished on balance sheet date, we are required to prepare an adjusting entry. Okay, so ito, take note mo ulit. No? Ang meron lang pong adjusting entry is the impress system. Ang fluctuating system ay wala pong adjusting entry because under fluctuating system, the balance of the petty cash fund, no, it is already the balance at year end. Whereas sa impress system, hindi. Kasi nga hindi siya nagagalaw. Di ba? So you need to adjust to reflect the bills and coins. Di ba? Eh, syempre, alam nga namang, sabi nga natin, ang petty cash fund is part of cash. Di ba? Part of cash ang petty cash fund. Oh, kasama dun sa petty cash fund, impress system yung voucher. So, ibig sabihin, yung voucher mabibilang as cash. Di ba? So, it is already wrong. Alright, so we need to prepare an adjusting entry. Okay, so from this point, no, we can conclude, alright, that we are only going to record the expenses under impress system when the petty cash fund is replenished and during year end as an adjusting entries. Ayan. Okay? So, doon ka lang nagre-record ng expense under impress system. Alright? Adjusting entry and replenishment. So, pagdating ng first day, January, yeah, so we're going to have a reversing entry. So, bakit? Kasi kailangan po natin ibalik sa dati, no, yung value ng petty cash fund. Kasi nabawasan siya ng 1,740. So, ibabalik natin siya sa impress balance na 5,000. Alright. So, fluctuating, no entry. Alright, so let's have a couple of expenses from January 1 to January 8. Okay, so again, ang entries natin, so impress system, no entry. Fluctuating system, we record the expenses. Okay. Ayan. And then we replenish. Alright. So, on January 9, the petty cash custodian submitted the petty cash vouchers evidencing the payments from last year, no, December 16 through January 8. A check was issued to the petty cash fund for its replenishment and to increase its balance by 3,000. Okay, so i-replenish daw yung fund plus dadagdagan siya ng 3,000. Alright. So let us have the entry. So here is now the entry for the replenishment. So as we can see under impress system, we are to recognize the expenses. Okay, under fluctuating system, we just simply record the debit to petty cash fund and credit cash in bank. Okay, and then the last entry, so we record the increase in the balance of petty cash by debiting petty cash fund and crediting cash in bank. So for the increase or decrease of the petty cash balance, we just simply record debits or credits to the petty cash fund. Alright? Ayan, for the increase and the decrease of the balance. So that's all the transactions, no, that are actually going to occur under petty cash fund natin. Okay, so let us now have the cash counts. Ayan. So, paano po ba nagkakandak ng cash count, no, ng atin pong petty cash? Ito actually, it's more of, ano na to eh, kumbaga parang medyo ano na to, pagka-auditing na. So, paano ba ino-audit ang petty cash? Okay? So, in auditing petty cash, ito hindi lang petty cash, pati cash, cash on hand. Yan, pwede rin gamitin to. Now, we compare the accountability and yung ating actual count. So, accountability, ito usually yung ledger balance and then compared to the actual counting natin. Okay? So, to get the accountability for petty cash would be the impress balance or the ledger balance. Okay, so kung magkano yung ledger balance natin. Okay? So, pagka nakita natin yung ledger balance, and then we go now to the petty cash box. We count, no, ano yung laman ng ating petty cash box. Okay, so ano na ba yung mga laman na yan? Una, ayan, we have bills and coins. Okay? Ayan. So, bills and coins natin, ito yung mga bills, yung coins natin, nandiyan. So, binibilang natin. Yan yung literal na cash count, no? Then, next, we have the replenishment check. Okay? So, replenishment check natin, usually kasama siya, no? Sa actual cash count. Kasi cash yan, eh. Kasi yan ay check, eh. Okay? Yun nga lang, hindi pa na-encash ng petty cashier, no? Nandun pa sa box. But, syempre, it is part of the actual count. Next, we have the accommodated checks. Yan. So, ano ba yung accommodated checks? Alright. Ang accommodated checks, ito po yung ano, no, yung mga cheque na ini-encash dun sa petty cash. O, doon nila ini-encash sa petty. Meron po mga ganun. We call it the accommodated checks. Alright. Let's say, for example, may empleyado, may cheque. Bawa, bonus. Di ba? May bonus yung empleyado. May cheque. Alright. And ang problema, napagsaraduhan ng bangko, ay kailangan na kailangan niya yung pera. Makikiusap, no? Makikiusap na sa petty cash, baka pwedeng dito ko na i-encash. O, bigay ko sa'yo yung cheque, bigyan mo kong cash. So, that's what we call the accommodated checks. Ayan. Alright. Next, ano pa ba yung laman ng petty cash box natin? Yun, mga petty cash vouchers. Di ba? Syempre, kasama yan doon. Sabi ko nga kanina, under interest balance, kasama yan sa balance. So, part yan. No? Yun nga lang, later on, i-adjust mo siya sa expenses. Okay? Kasi nga, ito yung adjusting entries natin. Okay? And then we have the IOUs. Ano naman yung IOUs? Literal na I-O-U. Ano yung IOU? Umutang yung empleyado. Di ba? Umutang dun sa petty cash. Alright? Pwede, umutang eh. Edi nabawasan tayo ng ano, ng cash. Ito yung mga bale, no? Ayan. So, syempre, i-adjust natin yung to receivables. Ayan. Alright. So, yun po yung ano, no, actual cash count natin. Ito yung mga usual na laman ng petty cash box. Now, wherein we have to compare. Dapat parehas sila ng balance, no? Yung atin pong actual versus the books. 'Di ba? Kung magkano yung nasa books, yun dapat yung actual na nandito. Alright? Now, which is sometimes hindi sila nagkakaparehas. Ayan. So, ano po yung treatment natin? So, if the accountability is less than the actual cash count, mas malaki yung cash kaysa dun sa books na naka-record. So, there is a cash overage. Ayan. So, adjusting entry natin with that, we debit the petty cash fund, credit the cash overage. Okay? Kasi nga, ano, no, sobra yung nabilang mo compared dun sa naka-record. Okay? So, syempre, kapag may cash overage, meron pong proper investigation yan. Okay? Kung bakit po na-over yan. Kaninong pera yung nandyan? Kasi most probably, merong may-ari ng pera na yan. So, pwedeng sa empleyado, na ilagay lang pala yung pera doon, nadampot ng cashier, sinama sa petty cash. Pwedeng gano'n naman, no? O kaya naman, pwedeng kay customer. Di ba? Hindi nasuklian si customer. Okay. Ay, paano yun kapag ka gano'n? So, we recognize kung kanino ba talaga yung coverage na yan. Alright? So, to record that, no, debit cash overage credit due to customer o kaya due to employees kung kanino man yung sobra. O kaya naman, kung wala po niyan, upon investigation, hindi natin ma-determine kung kanino yung cash na yun. We credit that to gain or other income. Ayan. So, magiging other income siya. Okay, so ano naman kapag yung accountability is greater than the actual cash count? Kapag mas malaki yung accountability kaysa sa cash count, means meron tayong shortage. Short ngayon yung kaha o yung ano, petty cash. No? So, the adjusting entry to record the shortage, debit cash shortage, credit, petty cash fund. Ayan. Okay? So, kanino ba china-charge ang shortage? Usually po, sa corporate. Ang shortage po, china-charge po yan doon sa cashier. Kailangan po yung bayaran ng cashier. Alright? So, it is due to the fault of employee. Pero kung aapela siya, di ba? Well, definitely, ano lang yan, no? Kung aapela yung cashier, magkakaroon ng investigation para malaman yung proper or yung reason, di ba? Bakit na short yung petty cash. Alright? So, kung mapag-alaman na hindi pala yung empleyado yung reason for the shortage, well, it shall be recognized as a loss. Okay, so entries natin for the cash shortage, we debit the due from employees, if it is due to the employees, no, or debit to the loss due to cash shortage. Ayan, then credit, cash shortage. Alright. Yan. And that ends our discussion of the petty cash. Okay? If you have questions, you can message me. Alright? Or you can make a comment. Ayan. So, thank you for watching and God bless you. Bye-bye.